Good day, everyone. Today, our team will be bridging the gap between theory and practice as we present our findings for physical activity towards health and fitness 1. We have analyzed 10 real-world scenarios, but I present 5 scenarios because it is my assigned task and it is ranging from high stress scheduling to community health challenges to demonstrate how strategic physical activity can be realistically integrated into any lifestyle. Our goal is to show that fitness isn't just a concept in a textbook, but a practical tool for improving quality of life. First scenario, imagine you're juggling work, school, and course like life is a full of circus. How would you design a realistic weekly physical activity plan that you can actually stick to? So, as you can see or as you observe the data, so when life feels like a highwire act, the biggest mistake people make is trying to add a heavy workout routine to an already heavy schedule. If your plan feels like another chore, you'll drop it at the moment a bull slips. So make a plan stick. We have to move away from the gym or nothing mindset and embrace microloading and efficiency. This data or this table is called the Circus Proof Weekly Plan. This plan is built on the 15-30-5 rule. 15 minutes of intensity, 30 minutes of steady movement, or 5 minutes of resetting. So why these choices make sense? First, because it integration over addition. Instead of trying to find an empty hour in your calendar, we layer activity into things you're already doing. Walking while studying or power cleaning. The house treats people physical activity as a lifestyle, not a separate appointment. Second, the minimum effective dose. So research shows that even to 10 to 15 minutes of high intensity movement can significantly improve cardiovascular health. By keeping the weekday session short, you remove the I don't have time to excuse. Third, stress management. When you're juggling school and work, your nervous system is fried. Adding a grueling 19-minute gym session can actually cause more stress, including stretching and walking helps balance your hormones so you don't burn out. Fourth, flexibility. This plan is modular. If Tuesday falls apart because of a school project, you don't fail this week. You just swap Tuesday for the Wednesday reset and move on. Next, the second scenario, you just found out your blood pressure is slightly elevated. What specific lifestyle adjustments, physical activity included, would you make to bring it back to normal? Walk us through the reasoning. To lower blood pressure, I would prioritize aerobic consistency and sodium reduction as rhythmic activities like brisk walking because it helps blood vessels dilate more easily while cutting salt prevents fluid retention that raises arterial pressure. I would also integrate stress reduction techniques like deep breathing or yoga to dampen the sympathetic nervous system, which directly lowers the heart rate and lessens the force on vessel walls. Finally, I would focus on the DASH diet principles, increasing potassium-rich foods like bananas and spinach to help the body excrete excess sodium and further relax the tension in the blood vessel walls. Third scenario. Think of a friend who hates exercise with the fire of 1,000 suns. How would you convince them to adopt at least one physical activity habit that fits their personality? Give a real-world strategy. To answer that question, I would avoid the word exercise entirely and instead identify a hobby they already enjoy, like gaming or podcast, and pair it with a low friction movement like using a walking pad or taking a stroll during the episode. By using this temptation bundling strategy, the physical activity becomes a mindset byproduct of their favorite entertainment rather than a grueling core. These shifts that focus from physical exertion to mental engagement, making the habit feel like a reward instead of a punishment. Scenario: suppose your barangay decides to host a healthier community challenge. What simple, doable physical activities would you recommend for kids, adults, and seniors? Justify why they fit each group. So, for a healthier community challenge, I would recommend traditional active games like tumbang preso for kids to build motor skills and bone density through play, brisk walking or community zumba for adults to improve cardiovascular health efficiently amid busy schedules, and tai chi or gardening for seniors to enhance balance and joint flexibility while preventing falls. These activities are justified because they target the specific physiological niche of each group. So high energy or bone leading for growing children, manageable rather, heart pumping aerobic work for high stress adults, and low impact stability training for aging seniors. Last, you only have 0 pesos, a tiny room, and 20 minutes a day. What kind of home workout would you create that still improves overall fitness? Explain how each movement helps. For me, I would design a high-intensity bodyweight circuit consisting of squats for lower body power, push-ups for upper body strength, and planks for core stability, all performed in a small footprint. This routine improves overall fitness by utilizing compound movements that engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously, maximizing calorie burn and muscle engagement within a confined space. The 20-minute duration uses a high-density format to boost cardiovascular endurance and metabolic rate, proving that equipment and space are unnecessary for significant physical gains. In conclusion, building a sustainable physical activity plan is less about finding the perfect gym and more about integrating movement into the reality of your daily life. Whether you are navigating a circus-like schedule, managing a health concern like elevated blood pressure, or helping a friend overcome a deep-seated dislike for exercise. The key is to prioritize consistency, efficiency, and small wins by utilizing strategies like temptation bundling, compound bodyweight movements in small spaces, and age-appropriate community activities. Fitness becomes a manageable and enjoy part of your routine rather than an added stressor.